The city of Joplin is responding tonight after asking the outreach group Hopeful Bites to relocate their efforts from in front of City Hall. I'm Blake Gully, and I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, a century-old school building in southeast Kansas will soon close its doors following a board meeting tonight. And runners, walkers, and even some dogs make their way to the annual Run Through the Lights in Carthage.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Joplin city manager fires back in a heated dispute with the outreach group Hopeful Bites. This is KOAM News. I'm Tanya Bach. The city says it wants to help the group continue serving meals to people in need, but city ordinances must be followed. KOAM's Blake Gully has the story.
Our intent was to partner and collaborate with them, right? We want Hopeful Bites to be successful in their work. It's great work.
Great work the volunteer outreach group is doing serving community members in need meals currently outside City Hall. The city manager of Joplin says the city has worked to create paths for Hopeful Bites to continue serving the community, but adds that the city ordinances must still be followed.
There are better locations that don't interfere with the trolley stop, the loading and unloading of passengers from the trolley. Don't impede the sidewalks from people trying to access City Hall. And then there's also the food issues and being able to serve that safely so we're not getting people sick.
I'm standing in the parking lot behind City Hall in an area in which the city manager says is being offered to Hopeful Bites if they want to continue their outreach in downtown Joplin.
One of our thoughts was maybe they could use a section of the City Hall parking lot directly connected to City Hall where people could come and gather the food that they needed.
But Hopeful Bites says the conversation needs to go beyond location, arguing the city must rethink how it addresses poverty and homelessness in the community.
My goal would be to get them to make a drastic change on how they are handling certain issues related to poverty in this community.
The volunteer group says they've been contacted by several organizations for assistance moving forward, options they say they are currently reviewing. Reporting in Joplin, Blake Gully, KOAM News.
City officials say they remain open to continued conversations with the group, but stress the importance of safety moving forward. Meteorologist Austin Stance joins us now with a first look at weather.
Thanks, Tanya. Yeah, can you believe it? Today, December 16th. 60 degrees, our high at 2:53 this afternoon, Joplin Regional Airport. Our average 47 degrees. Sure didn't feel like December out there today. Currently, right now, what we're seeing, current conditions, mostly clear out there right now. 50 degrees still this evening. Winds out of the southwest right around 6 miles per hour, so things are feeling comfortable out there tonight. Temperatures going to fall gradually as we head into the overnight hours, dropping to 38 degrees overnight tonight. There are some rain chances on the way. Most of the heaviest rain looks to stay off to the east, but we're going to be timing that out. But we got a mild midweek before that as those warmer temperatures continue into our Wednesday. I'll be timing out those showers, and we're going to be talking about the potential of a winter warm-up. All those details coming up in my full forecast.
All right, thanks, Austin. Well, tonight, Southeast School District board members voted to close a century-old building in Weir, Kansas. The main building of the elementary school came under close scrutiny earlier this year after water damage caused mold problems. Structural inspections revealed additional concerns throughout the facility, with potential repairs pricing up to at least $750,000, an amount the district says they cannot afford to pay. The current grade arrangements will remain in place, with pre-K through second grade remaining in adjacent buildings on the current elementary school grounds.
It's always sad when you have to consider closing a school building that's been a part of the community for such a long time. But you try to look for the positives that can come from that and the opportunities that lie ahead for us.
The board says it will continue evaluating the district's long-term classroom and facility structure in the coming months. The Tiger Activity Center in Carthage hosted mock interviews for their tech seniors today. While the Carthage High School has done a smaller version of this for years, this was the first year they invited more businesses to join. The session serves to help seniors get a better understanding of professional interviews and how to make that good first impression.
I was actually very impressed with the the kids who have come through here. A lot of them are professionally dressed, they are prepared, they speak well, they have great eye contact, and so those kids make great additions to our internships at Specialty Risk, but also once they get out of school, just a full-time opportunity for them.
The interviewers had a list of questions prepared for the students, but they also took the time to have one-on-one conversations to get to know their interests and what the students hope for their future. Hispanic Heritage Month has come and gone, but the celebration continues as one local Carthage student is being recognized for her writing. Indica Beckham earned a prize after taking part in Optimum Hispanic Heritage Month essay contest, writing about a historic figure who inspired her and reflects the impact of Hispanic culture. City leaders say events like this highlight the importance of celebrating Hispanic heritage locally.
Being a Hispanic councilman and a person, I'm very familiar with Frida Kahlo, so I'm excited that she wrote about that. My wife absolutely loves Frida. Her class, she's a teacher, her classroom is all decked out with Frida stuff, so to see other students and other kids taking that interest as well just makes my heart feel 100 times big, right?
The contest drew more than 1,500 entries nationwide, with Indica named one of just 12 runner-ups. Hundreds of twinkling Christmas lights provided the perfect backdrop for tonight's annual Run Through the Lights at the Way of Salvation Christmas display. Temperatures near 50 degrees provided comfortable conditions for participants to run, walk, or bring pets through the lighted route. The event started at the Church of the Nazarene on East Fairview and South Grand Avenue. Afterward, attendees were offered cookies and cocoa inside the church. Well, you donated and our volunteers shopped. Coming up, hear from a family who says KOEM's annual Toy Box campaign has already made a difference in their holiday season. But up first, charges in the death of director Rob Reiner.
The son of acclaimed director Rob Reiner is now facing murder charges. I'm Gwen Baumgartner with the very latest on the investigation and when Nick Reiner could face a judge.
Prosecutors announced the youngest son of film director Rob Reiner will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the weekend killings of his parents and could face the death penalty. As Gwen Baumgartner reports, this comes as more details are emerging about his behavior the night before the murders.
Los Angeles prosecutors announced Tuesday film director Rob Reiner's son Nick will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the killing of his parents.
Today I'm here to announce that our office will be filing charges against Nick Reiner, who is accused of killing his parents, actor-director Rob Reiner, and photographer-producer Michelle Singer Reiner. These charges will be 2 counts of first-degree murder with the special circumstance of multiple murders.
Nick Reiner will also be charged with the use of a deadly weapon. Reiner was not in court on Tuesday for medical reasons.
Once he is medically cleared, he will be brought to court to be arraigned on these charges.
Reiner was last seen with his parents Saturday night at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party. 2 sources there say the family argued. One telling People magazine, Nick was freaking everyone out, acting crazy, kept asking people if they were famous. The following afternoon, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found stabbed to death in their Brentwood home. Nick was arrested Sunday night. He has retained defense attorney Alan Jackson. Jackson previously represented Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, and Karen Reed. If Nick Reiner is found guilty of the current charges, he faces life in prison without parole or the death penalty. Prosecutors have not decided whether they will seek the death penalty.
This case is heartbreaking and deeply personal, not only for the Reiner family and their loved ones, but for our entire city. We extend our deepest condolences to all of those who were affected by this tragedy.
Nick Reiner is being held without bail. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, coming up later in sports, Joplin's girls basketball team continues to show improvement under head coach Brad Cox. Ryan takes a closer look at the growth of this Eagles team.
And while we've been able to have some mild conditions over the last couple days, I'm tracking some showers that could impact your forecast. Details coming up. Well, we've seen our temperatures increasing since Monday, now into Tuesday. That trend continues into Wednesday as well, but let's take a look at our Skywatch storm tracker here. We notice a couple different setups here. We have our high pressure that's off to our east. That continues pushing out of the area, allowing for some cloud cover to build in. But off to the west, this is our next system that's going to bring some potential rainfall to the area that we'll talk about here in just a minute. But these clouds expected to move out overnight tonight. Temperatures still fairly mild, especially south of 44. We have these southerly winds still near 50 degrees. Neosho, Grove, Anderson 49, 46, and 48 degrees. Joplin sitting at 50 degrees. Off to the northwest, a little bit cooler there. Neodesha 36, Yates Center 33, Iola sitting at 32. Taking a look at our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex, winds are calm out there tonight. That's going to change as we head into tomorrow. Heading into those overnight hours, we'll see temperatures gradually falling, eventually down to right around 38 degrees overnight tonight. Tomorrow's looking good though. 53 degrees by the noon hour, getting up to a high of 56, maybe a tick or two higher. It's going to depend on how quickly that cloud cover moves in and how gusty those winds are tomorrow. But I am tracking some potential for some rainfall. We could use some, mainly on Thursday. The rest of the week looks dry out there, but most of that rainfall staying off to our east. Let's time some of that up for you here. So cloud cover moves out tonight as we head into tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the upper 30s, winds still out of the south, carrying some moisture in, allowing for some thicker cloud cover to move in than we saw today. With some of that moisture that begins to build into the area, a brief sprinkle or two can't be ruled out for Wednesday, but most of us staying dry through most of the day. Temperatures try making their way near 60 degrees once again for your Wednesday. As we head into Wednesday evening, just that thick layer of cloud cover, overcast overnight. Off to the corner of your screen, that's where we start to see that cold front begins to pull into the area here, and we start seeing showers beginning to develop across the region right around 5 o'clock in the morning. So plan for kind of maybe a messy commute hour. We're not expecting heavy rain, but just slightly impactful as you're getting on the roadways heading out the door. This system moves quickly though and begins to move out of the area already by 7:30 in the morning. Heaviest of the rain here staying off to the east, Stockton, Lamar, Anderson. That's going to be moving there just across 49 and then cross, if you're traveling along 44 and headed northeast, you'll run into some of those heavier showers. That moves out by 11 o'clock, and we're already seeing temperatures falling. Thursday's interesting because our high temperature going to be early in the morning in the upper 50s, already in the lower 50s by the time we reach 3 o'clock on your Thursday. As far as how much rainfall we're going to see, well, again, most of that heavy rainfall staying off to our east here, so anywhere from about 1/10 of an inch upwards of 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. And then looking ahead, getting ready to head into the weekend, things recover well. That cold front keeps us cool on Friday, but Saturday back into the 60s. Another little system moves through, dropping us down to 52 on Sunday. Back up Monday, 58, and then heading into the holiday. We got the Christmas palm trees out there, Tanya. We're talking about the potential maybe 70 degrees on Christmas, keeping a close eye on that because the temperature trend keeps inching up.
Well, the Chiefs are playing at home on Christmas Day, so I guess that's good for everyone that wants to go to the game.
Yeah, it wasn't a great season overall, but that'll be a great day to be out there at the field.
All right. Christmas and almost 70 degrees. Who would have thought? All right, thanks, Austin. Well, every year, KOAM's Toy Box Toy Drive campaign helps to put toys under the trees of some less fortunate families. Simply put, we couldn't do it without the work of our small army of volunteers. Now, year after year, some of those volunteers come from Miss Daisy's Home and Decor, and thanks to your donations, they were able to fill shopping carts with toys for many children in the 4 states, from Legos to stuffed animals and everything in between. And for the folks at Miss Daisy's Home and Decor, giving back is a true labor of love.
Oh, it's so fun. It really is a good time. And, you know, it is harder than you think because you have to think, oh, would I like this? Or would such and such like this? But it's so fun.
Every donation to Toy Box will put a smile on a child's face this Christmas morning. Well, Abernathy Roofing has also been filling those shopping carts with Christmas cheer for our Toy Box campaign for years, and this year was no different. For the roofing company, the motivation to give back is the same.
Biggest reason that we continue to be part of the Toy Box Drive in this event is just the joy that it brings us, and knowing that these kids are going to get to open presents maybe for the first time, maybe open something that they've wanted for a long time, and that just really brings us joy.
You can still give to our Toy Box campaign by heading over to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, Taylor Romero of Joplin wanted to give her kids a Christmas to remember, but it didn't always look feasible. Well, having a job and raising 3 kids, she attends college full-time, and there was a point in time where her husband was out of work. But thanks to KOAM's Toy Box campaign, it'll be all smiles for her kids this year.
We've been, unfortunately, in a very bad financial situation, so honestly, they're the reason that my kids can have Christmas this year, which is definitely a joy for all of us, especially the littles.
Taylor is encouraging everyone to donate to the Toy Box campaign in order for more children to have a present under the tree. Still ahead, we've got highlights from winter sports action on the wrestling mat and basketball court. And the Joplin Eagles girls basketball team is looking to prove some people wrong and take the next step. That story and more coming up in sports.
It's year 4 of the Brad Cox era for Joplin girls basketball. And after hosting the Freeman Lady Eagle Classic this past weekend, Joplin is starting to show strides towards improvement. This season, the Eagles are motivated to change the narrative around their program. Joplin feels that in years past, opponents have seen them as an easy win. They are ready to prove some people wrong. And despite not having a lot of success over the past 3 decades, this tightly bonded team is eager to show their ability to compete.
We've played with each other since middle school, and everyone in different age groups play with each other, and they all bring different abilities, so I think that it's really helpful.
Just being able to compete with each team that we play against, and show people that it's not just an easy win when you come to Joplin. We're going to put up a fight, we're going to work hard.
They deserve to have people looking at them like they are winners and not just another win on somebody else's belt. So that's my motivation, and me and my coaching staff work extremely hard every day for them.
After talking to the team, it is clear that their identity will be on the defensive end of the floor. Over the last few seasons, Joplin's defense has gotten better and better, with this year's squad embracing a defense-first mentality.
My first year, we averaged giving up about 70 points a game, and then it went down to high 50s. Last year was high 40s, and right now we're averaging low 40s. So it's going down, and they're starting to buy in. That's a non-negotiable. We will always play great defense, and we're going to get after people.
I take a lot of pride in my defense, so I feel like transferring that through everybody else and making sure that everybody notices that defense is a big part of the game and can really change the game. We're really on that track of being a defensive team.
Defense can turn into offense, and so maybe if our offense isn't as strong, we can turn it over on the defensive side. Putting in the work on the defensive end is really what is going to make us.
The Eagles return to the court on Friday in a road matchup against Lebanon. Tip-off set for 7:30 p.m. The winter sports season is in full swing, and before the athletes can hit their semester break, they're back in action across the area on Tuesday with basketball and wrestling matchups. Starting on the mat at Pitt High, the Purple Dragons hosting Seneca, and it was a hot start for Pitt in the girls' duel. Freshman Brecken Campbell with the reverse takedown en route to a decisive win to open it up. But the Indians would bounce back in the 170-pound bout. Harley Langford would get her team on the board with pinfall victory over Darlin Samayoya. Moving to the boys' match, another Purple Dragons freshman getting their team off to a strong start. Brody Spencer pinning Jace Bard, and he is fired up. Moving to the 113-pound battle, it's Seneca's Aiden Wilson putting his foot on the gas and never letting off, securing a win via pin for himself. Let's go to the court in Riverton. It's the Rams hosting Colgan in a league matchup. Second half, Riverton trailing off the inbounds Avery Barnett with the perfect pass to Rylan Thomason on the backdoor cut for the easy layup. Panthers have a response. It's Jakayla Davis going to work. She's going to dribble drive, take a step back three, and you know what that's going to do. Cash it, extending the Colgan lead. Rams with another inbounds play. Kinley King will take that pass, drive to the lane, kicking it out to Thomason in the corner. She'll fire from deep, burying the triple. She and Davis starting to go back and forth. And the Panthers senior, she wasn't done. This time taking it to the hoop, fighting through contact, and kissing it off the glass for the bucket. Colgan down to Riverton on the road, 64-43. Panthers boys squad looking to make it a sweep in the nightcap. Early first quarter, Brock Raydell with the handoff to Brady Batega, who hit the lane and somehow gets this underhand shot to go in. A couple possessions later, Colgan looking to pick up the pace. It's Jaden Brown on the run. He'll get to the block. Shot fake, and bank this one in to give Colgan the lead. But here comes Riverton. Tyler Wright's looking for a screen. He'll get one. He'll shake off a couple defenders as he drives, and he'll get this one to go. What a finish from the junior. Late in the quarter, Noah Parker deflects this pass. That's going to lead to a steal for Aiden Witherspoon, who collects it, and he has the easy bucket, scoring 7 of the Rams' first 10 points. But it's Colgan sweeping Riverton as the Panthers win it 49-40. Always nice to have some basketball action. It's a little bit of a change of pace. It's a lot more up-tempo compared to some other sports that we shoot.
And it's a lot of fun watching, and it's fun watching these kids because a lot of these kids I knew, when they were younger.
Yeah.
And now they're seniors in high school, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's making me starting to feel older and older.
A little bit. Well, that's a look at sports. We're back after this. Well, the spirit of Christmas filled the Lincoln Center this morning as the Pittsburgh Parks and Rec Department hosted their Holiday Crafters Workshop. Participants created snowman-themed crafts, designed Christmas designs, and made special gifts for loved ones while enjoying hot cocoa and cookies. We don't need hot cocoa with the weather we're having this week.
Yeah, the spirit of the spirit of Christmas will fill the air, but the cold will not. We will definitely see some warmer temperatures heading into Christmas. Those Christmas palm trees you see there, 66 degrees. We could be nearing 70 if that trend continues upward as we get a little bit closer.
All right, final sports note.
Looks like we'll have some nice weather for the Chiefs on Christmas. Sunday was a little bit miserable. My ears were frozen just walking into the stadium. But no, for sports, we got some good stuff coming up. We got more basketball, a little bit more wrestling this week, and then it's going to be a little bit slow for us. Winter break coming for the students, so we're going to be trying to do some more feature stuff, hopefully.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Well, thank you for watching. We're going to leave you tonight with a bird's eye view of the Christmas lights in Carthage. Have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.